friends, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going through my 2019 planner flip through. Originally today's video was going to be a Pendulum's updated collection video, but they released another pen, so we're waiting on that. And let's just get into it. I've honestly been putting off this planner and the next one because it was when I met and dated Alex and broke up with Alex, and I still have a very hard time with that relationship. Anyways, this was from the planner party. A bunch of people signed my planner. And then this is when I was still doing basically nothing with my monthly spreads, and they're all from Glam Planner. I went to the wild animal park. This was when my friend Bo was in town. He lives in Japan, so it's like a really big deal when he comes in. And I just had my wisdom teeth surgery like in December 2018. This is 2019's planner. This is still my favorite New Year's kit of all time. I still love it. I still love the idea. Bo was supposed to leave this. He was actually supposed to leave this day because he got confused because it's the day I had in Japan. He was supposed to leave this day. He thought it was this day, so he ended up missing his flight. It was a whole thing. Moving into this week, this is a Scribble Prints Co kit. I used it for my first week back to school. Yes, I was like, who was that? I remember him now. I was single here and starting to date other people. And if I remember correctly, I was having a crap ton of teeth pain and I got the flu. It was just such a mess. God, this feels like a lifetime ago, but also like it was just yesterday. So again, this kind of gave me winter school vibes, so I was using it this week, and I had my second surgery, and if you were around that time, I was filming. I do think I filmed a lot. Did I skip? I just really confused myself, you guys. I feel like I skipped a year in my planner journey, but I don't think I did. I don't think so. Because I feel like my first year, okay, hang on. What did I do? What did I do, you guys? This was the one I showed more recently than this. Okay, so yes, because I know I showed this spread, right? So this would be the same week then that I showed here, right? The 31st through the 6th. Yes. Okay. So I'm all in my head for some reason. This just feels like a different time. So I do think, I felt like I was doing planner videos for so much longer on YouTube before I met my ex, but I guess not. Question mark? Oh, I'm so lost. Okay. So anyways, enough of my rambling. This was the week of my second surgery. When did I decide to drop school? Because at some point I dropped out of the semester, and it was one of the hardest decisions of my life. I didn't fully drop this semester. I stayed in one online class, and I just felt like I could not catch a break. This was an old Scribble Prints Co kit. I was trying to deal with school. I was still dating Trevor. I just feel like I flew through that. I guess not. Then here's the monthly spread. And then this week was Super Bowl Sunday. I had my collab with Raven. I don't even know who Andrew is. Oh, yeah, it came back to me all of us. When did I drop out of class? Make Instagram live, film collab, drink coffee, rose-colored days. Because here where I was still doing homework, meaning I had to still be in school. Call doctor. Because here I'm not showing like I went to class or anything. Lazy day, call doctor, buy pen gems, watch YouTube, buy home, run home, not buy a home. Wow. Must have been the next week. This day I got the news that I might need a third surgery, and I remember this not making sense. I had to have dropped out of school by then, because here I wonder why I didn't write that in. That just seems so weird. Anyways, I'm gonna have to go back and look at this thought, you guys. This is from, I don't even remember the name of this shop, but I know they quit doing Harry Potter kits, and it makes me sad. I do think I did a Plan With Me on this. I think I struggled with this. Again, I was going on a lot of dates at the time, was really into that dating scene, and I feel like I was doing a really good job with filling out spreads at this point. Moving into this week, this was the week I got my butterfly tattoo for my best friend that passed away in June of 2012, and I cannot believe we are coming up on 10 years. It's just blowing my mind. Anyways, I went to Disneyland with Trisha. I got my tattoo done, like I said, and I also saw Panic at the Disco. This was all against my doctor's advice for my wisdom teeth, but at this point I had to do what I want, and I had my fortune read, and then that was my ticket. So yeah, this was that week. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I'd already dropped out of school. If I missed it somewhere and somebody saw it, please let me know, because I would love to see that. This was an old Glam Planner Cyber Monday kit, and I absolutely love this kit. I really want to do something like this to one of the walls in my house. I love it paired with this Simply Gilded washi. I think this was a collab with RoseyPlans, if I remember correctly, from years ago. And I just really like this spread. I still really like this spread. I wouldn't mind if she updated this or did another spread like this. Here we are moving into March. This was a mystery kit. I love everything but this bottom washi. I feel like if it had been filled with green succulents, it would have made all the difference for me, but I just don't like this bottom washi with the kit. I was really dating Tomer at the time. We were going to like Disneyland. We did a bunch of different stuff together. Obviously it didn't work out, but that's okay. This was a Glam Planner mystery kit again, and I just loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Still one of my favorite kits. I booked Star Wars, a room to go see Galaxy's Edge for the first time. We had bees flying to my parents' house. We booked our Europe trip. Like, what a solid week this was. Pre-pandemic. Like, I really had a hard time sitting down to film this because I knew I was going to look at this and get emotional, because I miss the girl I was here. I miss the world like it was here. I miss my depression not being as bad. It took everything in me to get up here. That's where my filming stuff is currently, to film this video today. So we're taking it one day at a time and looking back at planners that I know contain happier times, especially like for some reason the next 2 years are just really hard for me. I want to say this is the week Fantastic Beasts came to DVD, so I used it as an excuse to use this Keytown kit. I honestly don't even remember what happened this week. I went to a Joey Logano signing, and I went to NASCAR. All the butterflies. I think that's when the butterflies were migrating as well. But this was just such a weird time in my life, and I'm not putting it as much here, but I was in so much pain still for my wisdom teeth. I still have pain due to that surgery. It's actually, as I'm filming this, today is the 3-year anniversary of that surgery, so that's fun. Here's when I went to Universal with Tomer, and I went to see Andrew McMahon with my mom. And it was also Slytherin Pride, House Pride Week. So I used this Glam Planner Slytherin kit. I still love this kit. I'm a Slytherin through and through. I just think this is really fun. This day I got the all clear to be able to go to Europe, which was a big deal. And then I went and met Alyssa, who is Liss818Plans. I don't think she's active anymore in the planner world, but we went and hung out at Disney. And then this is the week of the series finale of Jane the Virgin, one of my favorite shows of all time. I was watching Game of Thrones because I wanted to rewatch everything before the finale. I was doing my live streams of my monthly kit previews with Alyssa from RoseyPlans, and I went to just like the fishing show to see my friend's art display, read by the pool. I miss that. Moving into April, this is Glam Planner mermaid art. I don't remember what it was called, and again I started not filling it out. This was an old Scroll Prince Co. Tangled inspired kit that I feel like everybody loved, and I still love it. I still love the colors of this kit. I opened a Facebook page that no one uses. I just talked about this today with my mom because my mom got new glasses, so that's kind of funny. This is when I was dating Gucci Boy. All right, all right. Oh God, if you were around during that, leave a comment Gucci down in the comment section. I'm curious I am curious who remembers Gucci Boy. I want to know. Let me know. This was the week that Game of Thrones premiered for the last season because I knew I was going to be in Europe when the series finale happened. So this was my ode to one of my favorite TV shows of all time. And despite what the media tells you, I like how it ended. So I liked the final season. I view things from a very different perspective when it comes to franchises, and I feel like a lot of people were disappointed, but I don't know. None of the people that were disappointed can tell me what they could have done to make them happy either. So anyways, there's that little rant. Then this was an old kit from Miss Jess Plans, and Jessica drew the art, and I used it for Easter just because of the candy. I went and met with my favorite driver again. I picked out the fabric for my chairs this day. This was the day that Notre Dame burned down. Oh my God, I remember that so well. I locked my keys out of the house. Oh wow, I wrote that in there. Good to know. Okay, this is an old Glam Planner mystery kit, which is funny because I was just talking about this kit in regards to something that will be coming in a video later as part of Planmas. It'll be in the whole, I think the last day of Planmas, the 24th, but that has nothing to do with this week. I went and saw Endgame, and I remember I saw it with Gucci Boy because he was making these weird noises while eating the entire time, and I was like, oh my God, I couldn't focus on the movie. So yeah, and then I went and saw Bright Ones, which was a film that was in theater shortly that my friend Trisha from A Glittery Life Plans did the makeup for. Pretty basic week. Love this art. Again, another monthly kit that's going well. This is the first week of April into May, and I think I have no idea why I use this kit. Usually I have some kind of rhyme or reason. Oh, it was the Battle at Hogwarts. That must have been why I used this kit. The Chewie died, was tracking Game of Thrones. Super fun. Then this week was the week of Mother's Day and my mom's birthday, so I used this Scroll Prince Co. Baby Cakes kit to mark that because it just made me think of my mom, and I still really like this kit. I still really like this art, and it's great to look back at. I was catching up on Station 19. I was pre-filming videos so that they would be up while I was gone in Europe. Here is the Europe trip. I know I filmed these for videos, so yeah, lots of foil. This used to be a lot of foil to me, which is really funny. And just missed this trip. Rome, okay, so I used 3 different coats because it kind of crossed over 3 different weeks, and I wanted to represent each country I went to in this planner. Not to play favorites, but Rome was my favorite, and yeah. Here is the Paris week, and here I kind of cut up a box from Harriet Wright Design. Sorry about that. A package was delivered, so if you hear Lucy barking at the Amazon guy across the street now, that is why. But this was a Harriet Wright Design box that I cut up because I felt like it matched this kit, and I used sparkly hollow foil. And this was the week we were at Paris, in Disneyland Paris, and the week that we started in London. So you can see London kind of comes into play right here. And yeah, again, this is a glam planner kit, lots of foil. This is when I really started wanting to change my planning style, was through these weeks, because I felt like it didn't highlight what we did enough, and I wish I was a some white space planner at the time instead of a no white space planner. But moving into June, here we go. Take a deep breath. Here's London. Here's the week I went to London. Okay, so something I'm finding interesting is that where I have put the foil overlays down, let's see, is it picking up on camera? Yeah, it's not as white anymore as the white paper. The underlay has like yellow. Do you see that? It has yellow. Oh, that makes me nervous for the future of other planners. Okay, anyways, this week I mixed gold and silver, so it was my first mixed metal spread. And this was the day we flew home from Europe, and I got sick. Basically, and did nothing after that. But I still like looking back at these weeks. It still makes me really, really happy and puts a smile on my face. And then there is this week. Let's get to the good part first, which is in the first half of the week. This kit is from Keytown. Love the bottom washi. This is the week I first went to Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland, and Disneyland Park changed forever. It technically opened on May 31st, but like, you know, who knows that fact off the top of their head besides me? So that was fun. Galaxy's Edge was awesome. It was only the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run ride was open, and then we went on, we got to go to Oga's Cantina as well. This was the day I started dating Alex. Sorry, I got a phone call, but this was when I started dating Alex. He, at the time, was a Marine. He is no longer, a Marine. He's retired or whatever. But here is where we started dating. So I'm gonna kind of start going faster because there was a lot of Alex, and it's still really painful. I know I've mentioned before. But anyways, I went to Disneyland with Trisha again. I remember it was really cloudy this day. It was like the perfect weather. I got to go to the cast member store for the first time, which was amazing. And yeah, we went and hung out downtown with some of his friends. And then it was Father's Day this week, and I used this Little Mermaid Scribble Prints kit that now I don't really think is very Little Mermaid-y looking back on it, but this was the week that Toy Story 4 came out, and I went to see Impractical Jokers, so I was just hanging out with Alex a lot. We went to a Padres game, we went to Toy Story 4, I went to Impractical Jokers, and then my mom gave up her seat at Paul McCartney for Alex to go with me. Even though I begged her not to, and I still wish I would have gone with my mom over him. But anyways, we went to Disney this day. My family came in town and they wanted to go to Galaxy's Edge, so that's what we did. And then this is the anniversary of the books coming out this week. I believe it's the 26th. Don't quote me on that, but Anyways, I was at Disneyland. I was making Alex dinner. I went and saw Order of the Phoenix at the Hollywood Bowl. Then we have the July monthly. This was the kit that I used for the 4th of July just because I had it and I thought the red, white, and blue colors really worked. And if I remember correctly, I didn't love any of the 4th of July art. I don't know. I helped my friend Eva move. I was watching Stranger Things, FaceTimed Raven. This was a Glam Planner Summer Mystery Kit, and I still love this kit. I love this bottom washi. This is just such Santa Monica vibes to me. My house was getting termite tented, so I went and stayed at my parents', and at the time, on the 4th of July, I'd driven Alex to the airport so he could go back and visit his family before he deployed to a war zone. This was the week that the live action Lion King came out from Disney, and I basically was hanging out with my ex the entire time because we knew he was deploying very soon. We actually thought he was going to deploy this week, which is why I used this Keytown kit this week. He ended up getting delayed until the following week, as we'll see. But yeah. So this is the week that he got deployed. He got deployed like at 2 a.m. on the 31st, and then I packed and I left to go to the SPC planner party. And here's where it was such a whirlwind. Like, you guys, I can't even explain to you. And you'll see I started using these little Once More with Love Marines anytime I got to talk to him. Okay, moving on to the following week. This was just that Glam Planner Merbabe kit, and there was something wrong with my car. It was in for service. I was getting ready for school. I was working out a lot. Dealing with adjusting to my boyfriend being in a war zone. I think this might have been my final week of summer vacation, so I went back to Disneyland with Trisha. I changed my car's transmission fluid, and I was just getting ready for the semester to start. This is from Scribble Prints Co. This is from Scribble Prints Co. and this was the week I started school, so I used a Harry Potter kit both semesters in this planner, which I think is really, really nice. Well, honestly, all I see when I look back at these weeks is Alex, and how my whole world, the moment I met him, changed and revolved around him. It's Lucy coming to check on me. Okay. Sorry about that, friends. I just had a little bit of a breakdown. It's not that I still love him, it's that I'm still really hurt by him because I could never do to somebody what he did to me. I could never have somebody write me a letter every single week and then not read them when they send them to me. And there's just a lot of pain when I look back at this relationship, because when I met him, it was like the center of my universe changed and everything became about him and about us, and he was my future. And to have somebody that you cared about, I guess, that much treat you the way he did, it just still really hurts, and it makes looking back at anything where he is, it makes me wonder how much of it was all a lie. So yeah, anyways, on that happy thought, I knew I was gonna try really hard not to break down during this, but anyways, this was a glam planner kit. I was going to school a lot, obviously. I couldn't sleep. I was having a really hard time with anxiety during this time, being that he was in a war zone. I did my live with Alyssa. Was basically just working a crap ton. I remember I got my lab switched to a different day so I wouldn't have to drive to school an extra day, which was a big relief on my part. Yeah. That's lost art kit. Interesting. I wonder what that means. Do you guys ever look back at your planners and you're like, I don't know what that means? Okay. I still love this glam planner kit, and I still think this foil with it just makes it so magical. Again, lots of school. I bought tickets to Mayday Parade, the Rocket Summer, and Simple Plans. That was a very big ticket day. I had a doctor's appointment. This was for medication. This was to talk about depression and anxiety. Alex got letter 1. I wonder if he read that one or not. Anyways, moving into this week. This was the week. This is up on my channel. This was for a long time my most viewed plan with me, which I think is really interesting. But this is the week my best friend came into town. And I remember this really well because they had put me on a medication at the time that just made me want to sleep. And I remember having such a hard time hanging out with my best friend. Again, he's from Japan, so he's not here a ton. And I just remember wanting to sleep the entire time we were hanging out. So this was the day I went to the Hella Mega tour when they did the preview for it, and Pete Wentz gave me a ticket to get in. Group project drama. I wonder what class that was for. I don't remember many group projects, but it must have not been. Oh, it had to be a teaching class. Anyways, this is a glam planner kit, and I was just working on school, hanging out with Bo because he's in town for his stepdad's 70th birthday, which is obviously a big deal. So that was pretty much my week with school and hanging out with Bo and revolving everything around Alex. This is an old Scribble Prints Co. kit. Was this a mystery kit? I don't remember. May have been. This is when I started doing teacher observations and we were finishing the Iliad. Bane of my existence. Seriously. Love Grace and Frankie. You all need to watch it. If you haven't already, I highly recommend it. Getting into October, this is my October monthly. This kit is from Sticky Essentials. I just loved how she had Delilah wove the starlights through all the boxes. They were my favorite part of everything. I went to the Game of Thrones concert with Raven and met up at Disneyland with my friend Lisa when I still had my annual pass. Again, I was using a different pen through part of this because some of the ink has aged differently. As I was saying before I flipped the page and exposed my name, I think I was talking about how the ink on this spread has aged differently. So now that I've removed the item with my name, this spread is from Glam Planner, and this was the week I went to Oogie Boogie's Bash with Keaton of Keytown, and I just thought, what better spread to use than this one? Also, if you guys are wondering why I just didn't switch to some white space randomly, it's because OCD and I have to complete a planner all in one style or it will bug me. So, yeah. This was perfect. This was also the week of my birthday. I celebrated my birthday at Disney with Keaton, and it was a lot of fun. I say that with a sigh, because I specifically remember going back to the bar at my hotel getting a cupcake and a Wreck-It Ralph plushie from the bartender because it was my birthday, and crying over the fact that I wasn't going to hear from my ex for a while. So, happy freaking birthday to me. Anyways, I went to a concert this day. Then this week, this is from Scribble Prints Co. I went and saw the Rocket Summer, and I had a like meet and greet ticket because it was not that much more than the actual concert. And I also went and saw the Jonas Brothers this week. Like, look at me go. Who am I? They were like 2 nights apart, which is not normal for me. Well, since COVID, I guess it used to be really normal. Looking back at these planners makes me miss going to this many events, honestly. And I still like the bright colors in this artwork. This was a Glam Planner mystery kit, and I think she reformatted it this year. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think she brought the foil back with it. So I was basically working on school, like I keep saying, and this has to do with Alex. Basically my semesters at this time, nothing else was pretty much going on besides school and trying to send my ex things. I filmed my Aloha Ears collections video, which is one of the most viewed videos on this YouTube channel, which is funny. This is an old Glam Planner kit, mystery villains kit, and I remember when everybody like went crazy when this kit came out. And yeah, then this week, oh my gosh, I still love this week. This was a Glam Planner mystery kit, and Alex and I were reading Sect, which if you guys haven't read Sect, I sent him the 3rd book this day. Highly recommend. Reading that series was like the only good thing to come out of that relationship, I swear to God. So basically read Sect if you haven't yet. And this kit is amazing. I love it how this is a page of a Harry Potter book. I just love this art. I love it. This is a Brave kit from Scribble Prints Co. This was the week that Disney Plus came out. I went to have dinner with some friends. I don't really consider them friends anymore, so that's interesting. I started reading the 3rd book with Alex. I signed up for spring classes. Homework, it was our 5-month anniversary. This week I went to see Mayday Parade. This is an old and Soma, but that was at Soma, and Soma, wow, Simple Plan, which was at Soma, which means they would have taken my ticket, which is why it's not in here. I had to go to convocation for school, which was complete and utter hell, to be honest, to, I think, drive to school on a non-school day. Wow, I was driving over an hour every single day during this time of my life. How did I do it? Like, how did I do it? So I wrote that I heard his voice. I feel like I had to hear it there. I don't know. Maybe I was just trying to get creative. Animal Crossing binge. I must have been playing the Wii version. And then this was Thanksgiving week. I went to see the Mowgli's and New Politics and Plain White Tees, and this was my last show before COVID. Yeah, that's still really weird. But I went to Disneyland. I was trying to get back into working out because I wanted to have the best body possible for my ex came back. Oh, wow. Anyways, moving on. This was my first week of December, and I just loved this art at the time. I feel like it's a little repetitive now, but at the time I really loved it. And again, I used a different pen through part of this. And this was all school. And then this week I loved this kit from Scroll Prints Co. I know she reformatted it recently. It was 1 year since my surgery. I decorated my tree. I think this was the last year I put up my tree until this year. And you can see foils starting to be more prevalent. This kit is from Keytown. I specifically used it this week because this was, I want to say, the week that the new movie came out, but I guess I didn't go see it that week because I didn't put anything that week. The new Star Wars movie, unless I'm just not seeing it, but yeah, this was the week before Christmas. And then this was the week of Christmas. Again, really liked this kit. It is from Sticky Essentials, and I don't know what else to say. It's a Christmas week. I hung out with my family. It was River's last game with the Chargers. That was so sad. And I did a mixed metal with silver and red, and I think it came out so pretty. This is a kit I would love to see kind of reimagined and brought back because I just think there's so many cute elements in it, and I really like it. And then last but not least, this is the week that is in both planners. It is the week of December 19th to January 2020. I watched Ralph's Break the Internet. I had my dog for 3 months. He'd been deployed for 5 months, which meant we were halfway there. I watched Frozen 2 with one of my friends. I booked a Disney trip that I don't think I ended up going on. I watched the new Star Wars movie. I watched Alice in Wonderland, and that rounds out my December 2019 planner. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am so sorry I got really, really emotional. I'm sure the next one's going to be hard as well to go through, but I know you guys understand. I appreciate you guys watching this video and all your support through Planmas. If you guys want to see any of my other Planmas videos, they are linked for you in the eye up above, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends.